Hey everybody, welcome back to Steamcember. This is... what game is this? I don't have a game on the... There's no title on the title screen. No, that's okay, I know what game it is. This is GRIS. I think that's how it's pronounced. G-R-I-S, GRIS, which is Spanish and also French for the color gray. This game was actually gifted to me by the Roman Vokin. Thank you very much, Roman. Yeah, let's start. I believe this is a puzzle platformer that is very abstract and very emotional. I want to say this is supposed to visualize somebody's journey with depression, perhaps? Or maybe it's journey with loss in general. So it appears she lost her voice, and also the ground is falling down underneath her. I like this character design a lot, actually. The face is very expressive, and yet the limbs are very simple. The body is very flowy. I like watching it in motion. It has this sort of, trying to think of what it reminds me of. It reminds me a little bit of some of the art in Madoka Magica. Some of the ones, like, the scenes get even crazier. And I believe this game was developed in Spain and yeah, produced by Devolver Digital, which is probably one of the biggest, published by Devolver, which is one of the biggest indie developers. A lot of games on this Steamcember and the past 3 Steamcembers have been from Devolver Digital. Nomada Studio is located in Spain. I was just saying a couple days ago with Knights and Bikes, I'm not used to indie games having such big opening title sequences, but there you go. Okay, I am in control now. My curiosity forces me to go left first. The curious always go left first, and the ambitious go right first. Or the single-minded. I pressed A, and she fell over. I don't know if she pressed over because... Yeah, press A to fall to your knees. Seems to be what that button does. B also makes me fall to my knees, okay? I'm gonna stop pressing buttons. I'm just gonna keep walking. We're zooming out. Oh man, this is like when you go back to World 6 in Super Paper Mario and, like, the Samer Kingdom has been destroyed. I highly doubt that was the visual influence for this scene, but it's what it makes me think of. That time I did not press a button. She fell over on her own. What'd you fall over for? Okay, and now we get to run and we can jump. Your dress turned black. It was red before. Yeah, so very pretty. The landscape's kind of giving me that, like, one Salvador Dali painting. You know, the one with the melty clock? I know this game got a lot of attention when it came out. There are a lot of people who were like, oh my gosh, it's so deep, and then of course there had to be a counterculture to it that were like, oh, this game's so stupid, it's so... I mean, it's minimalist. Let's take it for what it is. I like minimalist games. I like Limbo, I like Thomas Was Alone. If there are some people who found it, like, super meaningful and brilliant, then I tend to think it is, at least to those people, and that's valuable. You never have to prove you appreciated a game. I like how that thing moves like a little constellation. Okay, I got a little light here. Yeah, I'm also getting like Journey vibes, because got a flowy robe and we're in the middle of a desert of some description. Yeah, no clue how long this game is, or I've never watched a playthrough of it or anything, so I don't really know what to expect. I heard plenty of people review it back in the day, but I don't remember those reviews. Also getting vibes of Ico. Not the first time I've mentioned Ico. This Steamcember. Okay, it appears I need 3 constellations to form a bridge there. Yeah, I don't know if we'll get more powers later or what. But yeah, it looks like if we go up here high enough. This is a thing that I love that newer platformers can do, is actually like zoom in and zoom out. 2D platformers couldn't do this back in the day. Certainly not on the NES, barely on the... Oh, I don't have enough to make this jump yet either. Okay. Barely on the Super Nintendo. If somebody did that on the Super Nintendo, they would be considered very ahead of their time, using very smart uses of Mode 7. Like, Mode 7 let you, you know, kind of squash and stretch and spin around sprites. So that could kind of be used to do something like that, but it wouldn't necessarily look good unless you were very painstaking about it. Okay, so I think what I want to do is get high up and then jump to... Oh no, we already tried that. We need, we would need way more stars to do that. Okay, I like that I can go up the stairs faster, though, by jumping through them. Oh, I do have enough for it, okay. It's just that there were more points that made me think I needed more constellations. But okay, I have 3 now. I have 3, so now I should be able to make this bridge. Cool. Yeah, it just, like, draws a little support down there. If you've ever played Night in the Woods, there's also dream sequences in that this reminds me of a little bit. The sprite, all the sprite work is really good. I really, like, this cloak has, like, just the right number of frames of animation to seem kind of ethereal and dreamlike, but also smooth. Red. Yeah, I mean, I think maybe this game doesn't give you very much to attach to, oh! A color a color has been brought back. I guess I'm gonna be slowly bringing back all the colors. Doesn't give you very much to attach to narratively. Like, you really do... I mean, that's the thing about abstract art. If you haven't seen it, I make that whole... my character study of Thomas, when Thomas was alone, would be a good way to kind of... kind of summarize all my thoughts about, like, art like this. I think it does have a place, I think. Some people are overly dismissive of it or think it's unfair that, like, other games will try so hard to convey a story and then this one will just kind of, like... To them, it feels like this game is, like, half-assing it because it's not really telling a story and it's, like, hiding in vagueness, but I don't think so at all. Okay, I sent my little stars up to the sky there. So is this, like, as a hub? Wish there was a way to jump down through platforms, too. Yeah, I think this is like a main hub, and then we can go to different places, maybe to unlock each color. That's maybe what we're doing. No, yeah, I'm very reminded of Journey now. I wish I had a little bit more knowledge on, like, animation to relate this kind of thing to. Like, there's not very much gameplay involved with this. Like, jumping just kind of slowed me down, but it looks great. Sounds great. It's just like a feeling. Okay, cool. Loving these strings. Like, there are people who will, like, look at, like, the Mona Lisa or, like, some famous painting and be like, oh man, what is she smiling about? What is she thinking? Because, like, they need to put things in terms of a narrative. But, like... And that's a valid way if that's how you know, choose to analyze art. But also, like, maybe that's not the point to make a narrative. Maybe the point is to, like, just see something for what it is. Like, that's what a lot of these abstract artists were kind of, was like, stop trying to, like, interpret my work and say what it represents. The work is itself. It's what it looks like. Okay, I like her little animation when she's been falling a long way and how she just, like, kind of catches herself. Cool. So, red. Red, the blood of angry men. Anybody see the Olympics this year, the start of it, the whole thing where they had that masked torchbearer running all through Paris? They had, like, a whole bunch of different, like, promos of them taking the torch all around Paris. Some of them had, like, animation in them. It was, like, dramatized. I don't know if, like, how much of it was real or how much of it was the same person. But then there's a whole part where they go into a set of Les Miserables. Okay, so sandstorms. We want to be undercover when a sandstorm occurs. A little guy here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That was too slow. Okay, this rock is going to keep me in place. So could it be that, like, each color is meant to represent an emotion? And that she's, like, so depressed? Like, depression isn't necessarily just, like, a lot of sadness. It's kind of a dampening of all your emotions. You can't feel anything. Your ability to process emotions has been depressed. Usually your body and your mind's reaction to feeling too much pain or too much turmoil is to go into a depression to kind of like remove itself from it. And then when you have chronic depression, it's when your body has that reaction at times when it really shouldn't, when it's not helpful. It seems a little bit of a brain-dead take, though, to be like, oh, each color is going to be an emotion. The red is anger. But that's as good as I have right now. That's my current, like, if I had to, like, make an interpretation on the spot, I'd say that this is a game where, she's going to reconnect with different parts of herself and or different emotional capacities to add these colors back into her life. Before she had these colors, everything was gray. It was GRIS. Okay, we cannot go through this wall. I mean, a lot of times when we think of red, we think of anger, but also there's much more than that. Red is a very passionate color. It can represent danger. It can represent love. Blood is red. A lot of main characters and things use red as it's a way of making them look like proactive and heroic. Like there's a psychological reason to why so many like big superheroes like Superman wear this kind of shade of red in part of their costume, or Captain America, etc. Something about like how different different, like a lot of times in old comics, the good guys will be wearing primary colors, red, blue, and yellow. And then the bad guys will be wearing a lot of secondary colors, like especially green and purple, but also orange. And I mean, it's not one-to-one, but you know, Thor has like kind of dark blues in his original costume and a red cape and yellow blonde hair, and I want that red thing that's floating there, but I don't know if there's a way to collect it. Captain America, of course, is red, white, and blue. Iron Man is a lot of red and yellow. Superman is red and blue and yellow. And then, you know, your bad guy is like Kryptonite in general is like a bad thing in Superman, and it's green. Am I able to break through the floor above that? Maybe? Yes, I think so. I feel like maybe I was supposed to drop down onto it from above so that I would hit it harder. Okay, I guess let's keep going. But then, like, yeah, like, Lex Luthor wears a lot of green. Loki wears a lot of green. A lot of villains are purple. You got Claw, you got Thanos, you got... Like, a darker red can also work very well in villain costumes, but, like, Baron Zemo had his, like, pink mask. You have exceptions, like the Hulk is green and used to wear purple stretchy shorts, but that was also like showed he was like dangerous. Hold X. Okay, cool. Alright, now let's go back and get that color then. Get that item. Get item. Mario, main character, red. Even in Thomas Was Alone, main character, red. Red is the start of the visual spectrum. It works for a lot of main characters. So can I stay a block? Yes, I can stay as a block and not be moved. Oh, I can even kind of Metal Gear myself forward in block form. Okay. Yeah, her whole cloak becomes this square shape. This square space, not a sponsor. Yeah, this is pretty. Oh, this storm's lasting a little bit longer than the other ones. I mean, now that I have the ability to walk through it, though. Somebody going wild on the pipe organ here. Okay, we got statues of women in despair. Oh, and she's like slowly becomes more and more like the pillar itself, like she disappears into the pillar. Alright. Fell a long way there. Looks like we can fall even further a long way. I love the little starlings trying to catch up to us. Cool, okay. Very pretty. Whole lot of crying ladies. Yeah, you might be able to put this game into a, like, 5 stages of loss. I've heard something where there's, like, a more updated, like, stages of loss track that some psychiatrists or psychologists prefer using now. That's more of a, like, 7-stage... Okay. Do I have to destroy this statue? Well, I don't feel good about that. It was a nice statue. I guess when you've hit rock bottom, then there's nowhere to go but up. Carried by little triangular reflection bats. Pretty, yeah. Yeah, so I mean, if you're interested in seeing me play through the rest of this super abstract game, I'm sure I'm gonna play through it on my own time eventually in the fullness of time. But if you want it to have a chance at winning Steamcember, you can give it a like, and you can leave a comment telling me that you want to see more, that this gets its vote. This gets your vote. Remember, you can vote for as many different games on Steamcember as you want. Voting for one thing doesn't mean you can't vote for anything for any other games if something else comes up that you decide you also like. I guess technically if there's like something that comes up that you like more, you might be like, oh no, I gave a vote to something else though, and now that has a chance of beating this thing I like more. I encourage you not to think of it that way. Don't overthink the voting process. Did that shake the whole... I like this tower here. Anybody see The Boy and the Heron? Miyazaki's last movie? Oh, he's got multiple copies of that lying around. Okay, we got some more. Oh! I was trying to jump up here. Oh, I see. Let me turn on this little clock. I mean, it looks like you're gonna want a lot more little star lights to turn on a bridge here. Oh, but I would only need 2 to turn the one on that's in this direction? Nice. Okay, so maybe I can find a third one up here and to the left. Yeah, even if you're not giving a vote, definitely, I'd love to get comments about what you guys thought about all these games, and ones like this especially are like, if there's any people who like were familiar with this game already, who were like, oh yeah, I've played this game before, it's beautiful, it meant so much to me, I like love hearing that kind of thing. Okay. Nice. Okay. And now I got kind of a ramp upward to get to that piece there. Whoop. Okay, I want that green thing that's there. Oh, but I can't get up that way because of, I can use, this platform, right? Yeah, hopefully it'll let me jump onto the windmill from here. Okay, alright. Yeah, we need to think of a smooth way to jump across this. Can I jump on the top of the windmill? Yes, okay. Very good. I don't know what those do, but I like them. I like that I got that. It made me feel good. Made me feel accomplished, made me feel smart. You guys also make me feel accomplished. And sometimes smart. I love having you guys here for Steamcember. As I've said before, this isn't ever the most popular thing that I do on the channel. I think about sometimes that it's not, like, technically worth it for me to do this every year for how much work I put into it. But I love doing Steamcember. It's one of my favorite things that I do on the channel. I just love trying a whole bunch of different creative games and throwing a whole bunch of darts at the wall and seeing what sticks and getting... You know, not all these games are going to become Let's Plays, but I get to, like, share a little bit of each one with you guys. And hopefully turn some people onto games that they might not have tried otherwise. Oh, neat. Okay. We are coming up on time, though. I'd say it's not a very difficult platformer so far, or a very difficult puzzler. be done at the same time. Wait for that to come back. I also just love, like, little stuff like this. I love the little clockworks. I love the little ticking sounds. Yeah, where do we think we're trying to go here? Probably to the two sides of this. To pick up more glowy lights. Yeah, let's check out one more. Let's see if we can get one more thing before we go. So here I want the thing that's down there, but I can't just jump through the floor like other platformers let you do. I can't just jump on that support. So how can I get through that? Okay, that rock raises up like a little hot air balloon. Oh, no, there's literally a hot air balloon above the rock. Okay, and then maybe by pounding the ground, I'll make this go back downward. A little bit, but not nearly enough. Oh, I can stay in my cube format. So I'm also increasing my character's weight whenever I make that square. Okay. Very good, very cool. Well, guys, this has been GRIS, day 18, I think it is, of Steamcember 2024. We're going strong here. We're having fun playing a lot of games. I'm feeling very energized. I am the Comic Foil, and I will see you guys tomorrow with a brand new game.